We're gonna go take some pictures.
So my wife and I are gonna do a photo shoot, and people always ask me, like, where do I find all these cool spots that I shoot at? And all I can say is, you gotta just keep your eyes open. So we're in a place called Green Cove Springs, and there's all kinds of stuff out here. We came out here and shot a bunch of times. As you can see, this is going to be something new for us. This kind of, I don't know, it's like a fitment for a pipe in ground, I think. So probably that would be buried, and water would go through it through an underground system. I don't know why it's just sitting here, but I saw it on the side of the road. I thought that would be really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize this circle right here to have my wife pose and do a bunch of stuff. Then I'm going to do some stuff on the other side where you see that hole there, and she's going to pose from that side. So I'm going to come around this other side here, and you can see my wife right there, and then this hole right here, I'm gonna utilize some stuff there, and we'll utilize my camera where you can see what I'm seeing. But yeah, I think this is a cool thing. If you're out shooting, always keep your eyes open for things for your next shot. So the last time we came to Green Cove Springs, we were shooting just a half a block that way, and we saw this and I thought, man, I want to shoot here. So stay tuned. All right, so as you can see, my wife is starting to strike a pose, and I'm using a wide angle lens here. This is the Canon 15 to 35, and at 35 you can see I can get the whole thing in there. And so yeah, let's just start shooting. All right, and away we go. Here we go. I'm just gonna take my exposure down a little bit. I typically shoot in portrait mode here like this, and since we got wide angle, I can actually get in here and super distort this stuff. So come this way, kind of lean against that a little bit. There we go. Nice. Zoom in. There we go. And yeah, we're just trying to capture a few things. Now, I always try and come like into these spots like this. Just kind of peek in there. There you go. Right there's good. Okay. And now we're gonna go through this hole here. So you're gonna want to be like right there. Just strike a pose. Okay. Right there is perfect. Now if you could get in there and like spread your arms and legs. Yeah, like, yeah. Perfect. Yeah, I want you to be inside there. And you'll have to squat down a little bit so you're in there. There you go. Okay. So you could get on the outside of it and just stand back, like right there. There you go. Okay, perfect. All right, so here's another spot that we found. Lots of old train cars, obviously an old train. and parts and stuff over there. Great spot to find little alcoves and everything that you could find cool shapes and textures and colors. With all this rust on these and the patina, you could really get a unique look. And my wife is wearing kind of a old looking, it's lingerie, but it is like a dress. It's like a nightgown. So yeah, we're gonna shoot like right here. And I think we're gonna come into this branch here and just try and get some good shots. All right, so there's my beautiful wife right there in kind of a negligee, so can't really show a whole lot, but if you look at this surroundings, I'll pop up a couple of pictures here that we took. All this texture is what you should be looking for as a photographer to make the pictures a little more interesting. Not so much the place that you're at, but the textures you can find at a particular place. So we shot inside here, and you know, with all this rust and patina and dirt and grime, it's gonna look really cool. I used a little light to illuminate her a little bit. We shot inside here. I actually might shoot a couple more right here before we go, because that's pretty interesting looking. We shot over near those trains, and there's a frog or something over here croaking once I got over here. So we shot over at those trains and got some stuff, and those, I don't know what they are, but I think they hold hoses. They're like big hose reels. And then we shot way over there. This is just an industrial complex with a lot of different stuff. This is what I'm talking about, textures. Like, we didn't shoot here, but I could have used this as a nice leading line, which I probably will just before we leave. We didn't shoot on this train, just it wasn't quite fitting for her outfit. And you know, yeah, we shot with a bunch of different things, and this is what you should be looking at. This is just something in the middle of nowhere, and it's got texture galore. We're gonna call it for tonight because we only brought the 2 outfits, and I think we got enough there. I would have loved to do something with these tires here. Next time we probably will, if they're still here. And maybe even stuff with this train, but I don't think it leads with the outfit that we're using today. Beautiful night here in Florida. Loving it.